There we go. Okay, perfect. All right. So first of all, let me show you the stamps and the die set that I used to create this project. This is this adorable birthday gnome set. And let me see if I can see. Let me see if I can see. Oh, birthday gnomes. Okay. So that is the name of this stamp set. And then, of course, this one right here is called Balloon Bouquet. Okay, so adorable. I used both sets in this particular project. And then I also used the die cuts that match. So, you know, I love, love, love that the companies, you know, because years ago, the companies did not do die sets that match the stamps. So, you know, we had to go and cut everything out. Well, now we don't have to do that anymore. So, anytime I can use a die set that's going to match my stamps, I am there because I love that. Okay, so I'm going to move this out of the way here real quick. And then let me show you again. Okay, so this is the project, once again, that I created for my daughter's 40th birthday. Now, as I said, this is my daughter here, and then my son-in-law, my oldest elder granddaughter, I should say, Bella. This is Bella. This is Isaiah. And then down here is Zoe. And as you can see, I stamped all of these little images that I added to my project just to, you know, just to make it a little bit more fun. So I wanted to show you guys, like I said, this is a really quick and easy project. There's not a whole lot to do with it. It's, you know, just basically stamping and coloring, and that's about it. So you'll see down here, what I did down here was I did design this on my computer, and I just printed that out just so I could have my daughter's birth, you know, her name and stuff on here, because I really wanted to do that. So without further ado, let me show you how I created this. All right, I'm going to set this off to the side now. Okay, now to start, you guys have seen me do this before. I have done it before, so it's not anything new, but oh, here we go. Okay, so what I did when I started this is, and when I said that this was an easy project, that's because some of the elements that I added, and I'm going to show you here in just a second, but some of the elements that I added were stuff that you can find in your local craft store. So if you're looking for a really quick and easy project, you know, for a birthday coming up, this is perfect for that. Okay, so what I did was I started with a 12 by 12 canvas, just a artist canvas. Okay, 12 by 12. And I was planning on doing this originally on a wood frame. And it wasn't until last night when I went to finish my project up that I realized that I didn't have paper large enough to cover my frame that I had. So I had to switch gears really quick and do this. Thank goodness I have canvases, you know, in my studio, or I would have been in a world of hurt. But what you're going to do then is you're going to start with, you know, just your 12 by 12 pattern paper. And of course, this has got balloons on it for a birthday theme. And you're just going to adhere that to your canvas. And then once you do that, you're going to set that to the side, because now you're going to start on all the elements to add to your canvas. Okay. Now, what I said when I mentioned that there were elements on here that I did not buy. I mean, that I did not create, that I bought. And so that's these are some of the things that I purchased at Michael's. They had these really adorable frames. And I thought, oh my gosh, these are super, super cute. And just really easy. I don't have to do anything except for add a picture to it. So I thought that it would just be a perfect way to do a quick and easy project. So these are the frames. And then, you know, they had a bunch of different ones. They're in little packs, actually. This was in a pack. I think there were 4 or 8 in a pack. So you're going to start with these, okay? So your frames are already made. Perfect. They already have adhesive on the back, which is perfect also. But for me, I like to add, you know, I like to make sure that things are really going to adhere. So I always glue everything down. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your pictures first and then cut them out to fit your frames. Okay. And then you're going to set those aside. And yes, I see that my daughter just popped in. Yes, my love, this is for your birthday. This is for your, well, I already told them how old you're going to be, Rochelle. So sorry about that, kiddo. But, you know, I created this for your birthday. That's why I wanted you here today. Okay. The other thing that they had in this set, here was some other fun stuff that was in these sets that I got at Michael's, which I thought was just so much fun. It had all kinds of die cuts, you know, that you can use if if you choose that you don't want to stamp at all. If you just want to use die cuts, then this is an easy way to do it. Of course, you know, I'm a stamper, so I am definitely going to be stamping everything. So they had these cute little die cuts in there. There's also sticker packs that were inside the packaging. So just all kinds of fun stuff that that you can find at your craft store. Now, one of the things that I loved about it, and I'm going to put this off to the side over here, was these little pockets. I thought these were adorable. And Rochelle, this is what I want you to do, honey, for your when you get this, because I'm giving this to you. These have, as you can see, it's a little pocket, and they have little cards that they slip inside. They also had some really fun, where are they? Here they are. Some really fun envelopes too. Look how cute that is, right? Okay, I didn't use those though. So for these, what I thought would be really cute to do with these is I want her to write down some wishes that she wants for her 40th birthday. So I thought that that would be a cute idea to add to the frame. So then that way later, when you go and you look at it later, you can see, what you were wishing for that birthday. So these again, now you could actually make these very simple. But again, if you're looking for quick and easy, this is the route to go. Okay, so those are the elements that I wanted to share with you guys that I did use in this project. But of course, for me, it's all about the stamping. Always, always, always. Okay, so as you can see, I took some of the images and I went ahead and I stamped them out on white cardstock with my black Gina K ink. Okay. And then I went ahead and I colored them with my watercolor pencils. So what I thought, and then before I go into the watercoloring part of it, once you do that, after you watercolor them, then you're going to die cut them, and then you're going to add them to your frame. Okay. So just so you know that that's where what you're going to do after you finish stamping and coloring. Okay. So what I thought I would do was just show you a really quick and easy way to watercolor with watercolor pencils. Super fun. I love watercolors. I've watercolored for years and years and years. And there are different techniques that you can use, but this is one technique that I have found when, especially if I want to do something, quick, that I absolutely love to do when I'm watercoloring. Okay, and it is such an easy way to watercolor. So what you're going to do is you got your watercolor pencils here, right? And you got your brush. So then the next thing that you're going to do is I'm going to grab my pencils here. I'm just going to start off like right here. Let me move this out of the way a little bit. And then I've got a little cup of water down here. So this is how I do it if I want to do it quickly. Okay. So what I like to do is I go in and I color the image in first with my watercolors. Okay. So you're going to come in and just color the whole image in. Okay, just like that. Something, really quick. And let's do this big red one up here, because that'll be fun. Now, the color, when you're watercoloring, the intensity of your color is going to depend on how much color you lay down on your project or on your paper, okay? So, if I want this to be a really, really deep red, then of course I'm going to color it, I'm going to make it really, really deep. But this is an easy way to do it. Okay, so you're going to color your image in just like that. And as you can see, I didn't, pay a whole lot of attention to detail. I just, kind of laid the color down and left it. So then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in and I'm going to take the same color or a shade darker. Okay, depends on it depends on what I'm looking for. Okay, so if I want my colors really, really vivid, then I'm going to color in with one color like this, and then I'm going to go back in with a deeper shade of that color. Okay, and just add a little bit around the edges. Now, I have said this a million times. I am not, a professional colorer. This is just something that I love to do. It's a good way to alleviate stress for me. So there are different ways to do it, but this is the way that I have found that I love the most. Okay, so once I lay that first layer down, and then I add a little bit of a darker shade, and let me show you here on the heart. If you don't have a darker shade of the color that you're using, then just go ahead and go back in and lay a little bit deeper color, okay? And you're just going to kind of, do it where you think your highlights and stuff are. Now, like I said, I'm not an artist, so I couldn't tell you, highlights from shadows and all that. I just do what I think looks pretty. So then I'm going to go back in with my paintbrush here. And then I'm starting with the lighter color first. Okay, lighter color first. And I just want to take my paintbrush over that lighter color and make sure that I grab all of it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in and I'm going to pick up that darker color. Okay, just like this. Now, of course, I'm doing this in a hurry, so I'm not really paying much attention to lines and etc., but you get the idea, okay? And then the same thing with this red balloon here. You're going to start off by pulling that lighter color first and get that wet with your brush. And then you're going to take it and go back in. Make sure that you wipe off in between Okay, just so you don't get a really, really dark color there, unless that's what you're looking for, of course. And then just again, come back in and then pull that darker shade into your stamped image. Okay, and then that's what's going to give you that watercolor look, that, you know, with shading and etc. This is how I do it anyways, guys. Okay, so it's just like that, very simple. It's a simple thing to do. Now I'm going to show you another way. This other way to watercolor is what somebody taught me a million years ago, and I rarely use this technique anymore, just for the simple fact that it takes a really long time. So if I'm, you know, wanting to spend a lot of time on something, you know, on my project, then I might go ahead and use this particular technique. But what you do with this one is you're going to wet your paintbrush and then just pull your color right off the tip of your pencil. Okay, and then you're going to go back in and lay your color down that way. So this is another way to do it. But as I said, this way takes a little bit longer because you have to continue to pick up the color off of the pencil. Where before I just, you know, I laid all the color down and then just added the water. But this is another way to do it. If you're just, you know, if you want to really take some time. And then once you go in like this, then you can go back and just pick up a tad bit of water in a little darker shade. This is a darker green. And then add your highlights that way. Okay. And you're going to go like this. Now, if you come in and you've got too much color and you don't want that deep, deep shade, if you can see that, if you don't want it that dark, then what you can do is rinse your brush off, take off some of that excess water, and then pull that color back. And if you do it like this, then it's going to lift the color off of your paper. So it's not going to be so bold. Okay. So that's just an easy, super easy way to watercolor. You know, the first way I showed you, the second way, it does take a little bit longer, but you can get different results with the different techniques that you use. Now I'm going to show you a for instance on the finished project here. Okay, you'll see down here where I did the balloons down here. And I did them in, you know, really bold and bright color. And then on these that I just went ahead and colored last night real quick, I did it something, you know, I did a little bit more subtle. So it pretty much just depends on how you want to do it and what you're trying to achieve. But once you have all of your images colored, then you're ready to put everything together on your frame. And of course, you're going to, you know, decorate it however you want. Like I said, I used these super cute frames that they're pre-made, easy to, you know, add some glue to the back and put them on there and you're good to go. And then of course, then you just add your stamped images. Now look at how cute these little gnomes are. I love this one right here with the flower cart and the balloons and stuff. Or this one has the flower cart. And actually, it's got gifts in it. So there you go. Super easy project, but lots of fun. And, you know, you could take it like a whole bunch of different ways. You know, it just depends on what you're looking forward to doing when you're creating your project. But this is for my daughter's 40th birthday, so happy birthday to you, Miha. I know it's not for a couple months, but you know, I did that just for you. Okay, so let me now switch my cameras up here real quick. And then Anne's gonna pop back in. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now see, that's what I mean about just a really, you know, it looks like it was a lot more work than it actually was. You're welcome, honey. You're welcome. But it really wasn't. And as I said, if you're going to be using like pre-made things, that does give you a bit of an advantage, especially if you're on a time crunch, you know, and you're trying to put something together, you know, really quickly, but you want to make sure that it's still really pretty. So let me bring Anne back. Here we go. So wasn't that fun?
Such a fun project.
It was a fun project. And you know, watercoloring can be what you make it to be. You know, everybody has their own technique to do it. Those are the two ways that I know to watercolor. When I first started watercoloring, I did use the tip of the pencils and, you know, watercolored that way. And that takes a long time, especially if you're coloring a lot of stuff. So, you know, then I learned to do it the other way too. And I was like, that's perfect. So just depends on how you want to do it. So, you know, just quick and easy. But it's just an adorable project. I just absolutely love it. I love the little gnomes. They're so, so cute.
They're so cute. Now that small happy birthday that was up in the center, that's
yes,
one of the stamps too, right?
it is.
Yeah.
It is. This one right
Just
here.
show close up of that because I love that stamp.
This is actually two stamps.
Yep.
Let me show you. Okay, so here's the happy and then the birthday. And then
so
of course
adorable.
the balloons were in there. Oh, my granddaughter is watching. Hi, Zoe. Hi, baby. Did you like mommy's frame? You're on here, Zoe. Where are you? You're down here, baby. There you go. All right. Yeah, it's just, you know, I just thought of something. I just wanted to do something fun for her birthday, you know.
I think it's wonderful. It's something she'll treasure.
I hope so. I hope so. But, you know, it's so much better than sticking stuff in scrapbooks anymore. You know, I just want to, I want to see when I'm putting my work into something, I want to see it. I don't, if you guys could see my walls in here, my walls are covered with things I've made through the years. But, you know,
But that, you know,
I get attached to certain, yeah, I get attached to certain projects and then I just want to keep those and, you know, but yeah. Oh, okay.
Hi,
Zoe
Christine.
Hi, Christine.
Amy.
Oh,
so,
yes.
For those of you that joined late and didn't see, like, share, and comment with the hashtag BellaCrafts to be entered for this week's giveaway from Your Next Stamp. It's a $25 gift certificate to their shop.
Yes.
So you want to make sure you do that.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. But, and I think that was it because, you know, like I said, I wanted to do it differently. I was planning on doing a different frame and I had this all planned out. And then last night when I went to put it together, I realized I did not have paper big enough to fit. Oh, it was a disaster. But this one came out so cute. So I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm good.
You improvise with what you have.
Exactly. Exactly. And, you know, again, if you're looking for a quick and easy project, there you go. The only thing that took time was just the coloring. Other than that, you know, it goes together really quick. But yeah, so, okay. Well, that is it for me today.
And I will not be doing my live today because I got my package yesterday
Yeah.
with the products. And on Tuesdays, it's a day that I'm out of the house all day. I didn't get home last night till 10.
Yeah.
So I never got a project together. And I know I could just do a simple, but I'm getting the magazine put together, finishing up
Yep.
on the book. So I will be back next week with
Yes.
one of my lives.
Yes. We will both be back. Yes, we will. Okay. So, that is it for me today and for Aunt. Is that Dennis? It
Yep.
is Dennis. Hi, Dan. My brother-in-law just popped in. I was like, is that my brother-in-law?
I don't know who it is.
It is. It's Tina's husband. Hi, Dan.
Amy, I'm glad that you were able to catch us live too.
Oh, yeah.
It's always nice when we see people in here.
Yes.
So many of our viewers watch later.
Yeah.
So this is nice.
Yeah. We love it when it's live, when we can interact with everybody.
Yep.
So much fun. All right, you guys, that is it for us today. I hope you enjoyed the project. It sure was a lot of fun to make. And I hope you give it a try too. So next week, who are we doing next week? Oh, we're doing your products next week.
Are we? Okay.
I do believe so. I think that's what my calendar says. Yep.
Sylvia, I'm glad you got your prize. Let us know when you create something. We
Yay.
would love to see what you make.
Yes, definitely.
Share it in our group. You're a member of our group. So yeah, make sure you share it because we love to see what everybody else is creating.
Yeah, so much fun. So much fun. All right, you guys, have a great week. We will see you all next week. And don't forget to take some time to craft because it's good for your soul. It really is. Always. All right, you guys, have a great week.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.